tomorrow. Matt?
Thank you. Last week, while we were away and the Syrians, backed by the Russians, started their move toward Palmyra, and then, which is now complete, and they've taken it, there seemed to be a little bit of confusion, from what I understand, about whether the United States thought that the Syrian government, the Assad government, taking Palmyra back from ISIS was a good thing or not. Have you guys come to a conclusion about whether or not ISIS getting driven out of Palmyra by the Assad regime, helped by the Russians, is a good thing?
The short answer is yes, we think it's a good thing. I wasn't aware that there was confusion before, but there's no confusion on the Secretary's part. In his mind, this is a good thing. But we can't forget what Daesh did in this place, destroying our common heritage, human beings, our human history there, beheading a renowned archaeologist who was responsible for maintaining those sites. So we do think it's a good thing that Daesh no longer controls it. That said, we're also mindful, of course, that the best hope for Syria and the Syrian people is not an expansion of Bashar al-Assad's ability to tyrannize the Syrian people. We all know that over the long term, the Syrian army, under his command, cannot bring peace to Syria. That's the long-term goal. So it's not going to prove able to retake other areas deep in other parts of the country. And Assad is responsible, of course, for the civil war that has, in fact, helped grow a group like Daesh. But in the main, Daesh not being in Palmyra and not therefore able to continue to decimate human history, yes, we think that's a good thing. Would
you go so far as to congratulate the Assad government for its military success?
I don't think. I think I just would characterize it the way I just did.
Okay, and then last one on this, and then someone else can go. The Russians have said that they're prepared to help UNESCO and that they're prepared to help demine and help UNESCO with the antiquities and the historic sites there. And I'm just wondering, is this something that's just kind of completely out of bounds for the U.S. to assist in while it is the Assad government is running it, or is it something that you'd be willing to consider for the sake of humanity?
I'm not aware of any consideration by the United States in terms of being a part of a UNESCO, facilitating the access to UNESCO or even participating in a UNESCO visit. That said, and this did come up in our meetings in Moscow, and Foreign Minister Lavrov did express to Secretary Kerry that their willingness to try to help UNESCO get in there. And again, we would support that. We would like to see UNESCO...
Even if it's while the Assad regime is in control.
We would like to... Just to be clear, what we would support is UNESCO getting a chance to get in there and take a look around. But I don't foresee, and I point you to my Pentagon colleagues who might have more granularity on this, but I don't foresee, nor have I aware of any discussion about the United States participating in a demining exercise there in Palmyra to allow UNESCO to get in. But we would, in general, support UNESCO getting a chance to get in there and get a look at the historic sites there.
Kirby,